Hello everyone and welcome. I'm not sure exactly right at this very moment, but I think I should still be on schedule. Sort of ish. Before I get on with painting talk, thank you for checking out this video and please stick around till the end as it really helps me rack up some views and to please the algorithm. With that being said, last time I finished 2 squads of the Termagants, and now it is time for me to move on to my next project. And this time, for this video, I actually get to complete an entire squad in one video, no more steps. But, as you can tell, these are just some Ripper Swarms, which are technically only three units. A unit, yes, it's one unit made up of 3 models. That's the correct terminology. As an incredible beginner when it comes to gameplay and actual using of these miniatures during a war game, I have to use the correct terminology to make myself understand. So again, this is a unit composed of 3 models. That being said, those 3 models are actually each 4 figurines, 4 minis each. So it comes down to 12, but they are incredibly small. So that means I don't have to spend too much time painting them. What did end up taking quite a bit of time was waiting in between layers of paint to dry, because I kind of had to hurry up if I wanted to get them done. I do have a hairdryer that should speed up the process, but it's noisy and I can't really use it while the wife is asleep in the same room. So yeah, I also changed a little bit the order of the layers that I do. So you can see me right now applying the base coat of Megas Purple, and there were very few and tiny spots where I wanted to add the etheric blue, because these are very compact and there's not much visible where that should be. I'm also doing like their claws and their tongue, their barbs tongue, I think it's what the correct terminology would be. Basically they have a spike at the end of their tongue. At least that's how I saw it, and that's how I wanted to paint them. And also I did a little bit on their bases, but that's later down the line. Right, so what else is there to talk? No innovations this time on the filming process, not much to discuss over there. It was really fun to get an entire squad unit done in 1 week, even though it's really small, and I would see if I can repeat this process with the ones that are coming next week and that I have already started working on. And I can really say I really like painting these guys because of the difficulty and at the same time the easiness. And those will be the variantly, but again, I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself and already I'm giving spoilers. So like I said, base coating with Megas Purple and did the claws with the purple. Yes, that's the paint. I wanted a high contrast between their claws, their and their flesh tone, even though it's sort of in the same range, while one is really pale and watered down and it's transparent almost, the other one is almost opaque, and that really works wonders for this. It really makes the contrast turn. And like I said, for the aethermatic blue, in order for it to come out the way it should have and the way it should have been, I had to come back with a bit of white over the base coat in the certain areas that I wanted to paint blue. And that is why it took so long. And you can see me the process, you can already see I went over the teeth with the blue and a little something like their gills or something towards between the head and the rest of the body. There's a tiny little spot over there which was a bit membranous, and I wanted to go over there with a bit of aethermatic blue. That is pretty cool, and it also brings out a little bit of flavor to these guys. Also, for the teeth, I kind of painted all over it with a Tyrannid, but that is to like get the sensations that their gums and their teeth are in soft flesh, which is again for my army that bluish color. And then I came back with another round of white over that in order for me to differentiate between the teeth and the gums. And this is how quickly we got to the carapace, because we were almost done completely with all of the details, so to speak, on this model. And as usual, I used Dark Angel's green on the carapace and making sure that I got all the corners, and firstly went over all of the borders quite easily, and then filled in the middle of the carapace. Now this is I paint all of these miniatures with the new brushes that my father got from Timu, and let me just say, I love them. I love them. At the same time, I'm not sure how long they will last, but for how much they cost, I'm thinking of honestly ordering like 2 or 3 more sets. Why? They are clearly not synthetic. They're not the best quality by far. I think I already broke my zero brush already. I may have let some paint somehow make it down all the way to the bristle base, and that is a big no-no, but it still holds tip. I'm more than happy with it, so I want to get as many of these as possible. I know they're not what the Squidmar says, they're not Kalinsky. I'm pretty sure they're not Kalinsky brushes, but again, for less than $10, and it's an entire set ranging from 5-6, I think, all the way to quadruple zero, and they really hold the tip incredibly well. I can't wait to get a few more of these and just have them as backup, just in case some of them lose their tip. While one, especially the one that I use most, this 00, it does have a little bit of a crooked tip right now. It's not something that I can not work around, so it should be really fine. I love these. I'm gonna get more of these as soon as I get from my father what he ordered, and I'm going to order it for myself again, like 2 more sets at least. I highly recommend this, especially for beginners. You have no idea what you're missing until you get one of these sets and you move on from the Games Workshop standard of small, medium, and so on and so forth. Trust me, while those are good, especially the ones that are actual hairs, not synthetic ones, the stick shit, you can just toss them away. But honestly, I kind of get the point of using good brushes now, and it makes your life a lot easier. I cannot believe how much I have been missing this. You don't know how good you have it until somebody shows it to you. I think I'm doing the is right about now. Yes, there are just some dots, and that tip made it so easy. I think over the course of the 12 miniatures, I may have made just 1 or maybe 2 mistakes in total. That's how good though that tip is, and we're talking less than half a millimeter in thickness over the eyes. I'm not even kidding. No, like 1 or 2 mistakes across 12 models. It's just insane how well this holds up. I think for this I switched to the quadruple zero brush, but yeah, I mean, flawlessly executed and incredibly easy. Just the paint flows off it, and it's super duper awesome. Great, absolutely great. Moving on to the bases, I know that I will be using Sterling mod across the bases, but these guys have a bit of debris all over the place, as well as some concrete pillars, broken concrete pillars that they're hanging around. So instead I went with a color that I knew I was going to darken quite a lot afterwards to get all of the nooks and crannies really visible and still give. So I went with XV88 for the rubble, which afterwards I did a heavy wash with diluted aggressor shade, which toned down the color considerably and brought up all of the nooks and crannies, and it was very, very, very visible and great. For the concrete pillars, for the broken debris, I used some Mechanica Standard Gray and then heavily washed it again with Agrax Earth Shade and a bit of Nuln Oil. I don't think I used Nuln Oil. No, I think I just went with heavy wash of Agrax Earth Shade. And for the metallic bits that are sticking out, I just went again with some lead belcher because I knew I wanted them really, really dark but still somewhat mechanical, and that was really, really easy to do. And then of course another wash of Agrax Archie. Okay, I'm getting to the end, towards the end. You can see here a semi final product. I don't know why I'm putting this on, to be honestly. It's still playing and I think I finally have some movement. I think this is the wash stage. No, the lead belcher, like I said, the lead belcher on the tiny little metallic things that are sticking out of the concrete. Again, I'm doing the voiceover over the video, so there is that. Right, I'm sort of getting to the end, and before I go, I just want to thank you all for sticking around till the end. And if you enjoyed my content, please subscribe, please hit the like button and share it with a friend. Help my little channel grow, and I will remain in, you will have my everlasting gratitude. I also would like to highly recommend that you stick around to the end of the final shots, as I get to test out another new toy straight from Temu. No more made by me turntable. My father bought me a semi-professional one. It's awesome. It's got power supply that you can plug into like a socket or like a USB. It runs on 2 types of batteries. It's pretty cool, and it has a mirror that you can use a mirror to put things on, and it's pretty big. It's much bigger than the one I made from a used cap for a bottle. Again, thank you all for checking out this video, and I really hope you enjoyed my content, and I will definitely hopefully see you in the next one.